This is the walkthrough of the Catalina 293 RLDS travel trailer. It double slides back here in the back for a nice big open living room. Alright, behind me you're going to see there is a couch. Alright, this couch has two pillows. Alright, if we take off these back pillows, put them out of the way, grab this couch, pick it up, legs down, got some storage underneath, and that folds down to make your bed. Set it back up just the same. Just like so. Goes down. Alright, up top we've got cabinets that go all the way through. And we've got some nice big windows back here with lots of light. And then these windows just slide. Power outlet on that side of the couch, one on this side as well. Of course, we've got your TV back here, radio and fireplace. Recliners on this side. These recliners are movable. They're not fixed to the floor. You can pull them out away from the wall if you'd like. They just lean back and they'll open up for you. The dinette also has storage underneath on both sides. You can also pick up the cushion and lift the plywood to store from the top. When you're ready to make a bed, we're going to take this table, leave that out, take our legs off, put it right down here. Back cushions are going to fill in for the bed, and there you go. So you got a bed there. Your sconces up top here, they have a little push button. They'll turn them on and off. The one over here has a button in the center that'll turn it on and off. And of course these shades go up and down. These windows slide just like the others. Your TV is on an arm that'll let it move around. There are two big magnets here, that's why it makes that big popping noise. Over on this side, I've got an HDMI in. I've got our antenna coming in, and there's a little black button next to that coax. If you push that button, the green light comes on. That will turn on your antenna signal. That's your booster. Turn it off, it'll switch over. All right, then of course we got an outlet here. Also on this inside here, we have a switch for your fridge. There's a 12-volt fridge. Compressor will run off of battery power. You'll hear that start kicking on, just like that. All right, that means it's on and ready to go. Keep that TV in for travel as well. Radio. There's not a whole lot to it. There's a power button here. There's a zone 1 and zone 2 for inside and outside speakers. And a couple presets. You do have a USB in to charge your phone, a headphone jack, and an auxiliary if you have an iPod without Bluetooth connectivity. And a couple speakers here. So our our fireplace is going to be about 5,000 BTUs. There's an on and off button here on this side. There's a timer. There's your flame, and then there's your temperature. Pretty easy stuff. You just push those buttons until the timer comes on, and that'll shut it off for you. The heat will go up in temperature, and of course you can change the lighting in that as ambiance or flame with your actual heat. And then we got two cabinets down below for storage. Moving on to the cabinets, you got a nice pantry storage here. Two cabinets. We have a microwave up top here. Pretty straightforward microwave. There's not a lot of fancy features to it. There are a couple presets. Under here we have a window. Your shade on this window is pinned down on each end. That tabs into the bottom of the curtain so it doesn't swing and damage your countertops or your cabinets. We also have this nice outlet. So we got two outlets, two USBs. That'll pop right down into the cabinet. This one you guys got a Furrion. So that is, this camper is prepped for a backup camera. We've actually put that in for you. That's the way you ordered it. All Alright, and then we have nice storage down here with some drawers. The stove has storage above. We have a fan, and we have a light, and then we have a backsplash, if you will, for your stove. So this down is going to be kind of like a prep space, and then back up, it's going to be ready to cook. All right. So each of our burners have an igniter. So we're going to flip that. That'll light your spark. You want to make sure that you're onto the pilot symbol here. Flip that. Get your stove going. There's 3 burners up top. And then in that oven, there is another igniter for the oven. So we want to turn it to, again, gas. Hold it in. Put that until the pilot light lights. I don't have any gas in here right now, so that's what you'll see. Right, and then just below that stove, there's another drawer for pots and pans. Alright, so your sink has a sprayer built in, on and off here. These 2 come off for prep space. You can leave them on, take them out, whatever you'd like to do. Nice big open sink with no divider in it. Down bottom we've got a lot of cabinet space. Lots of storage in this island. Down near the floor here we have your LP detector. This is basically going to tell you if you have a carbon monoxide or a propane leak. You can see the green lights on. This will drain your battery over time, so just be careful if you're turning this thing off for a couple weeks. You'll also hear this chirp if the battery out front is going dead. If you're not plugged into shore power, as the battery dies, this will chirp like a smoke detector would. This is hardwired in. If this thing screams at you, you'll definitely want to get out of here. In the bathroom here, we're going to have a shower that has an enclosure here. This is a travel safety latch. So this rubber piece just comes off of this handle here. That keeps it from bouncing around when you're driving down the road. This is glass. On this glass, you're also going to have a magnet on each side that keeps it closed. I'm going to latch that for travel. Alright, you've also got a foot flush toilet in here, a medicine cabinet, and then of course we've got a vent up top. This vent just opens up, and there's a switch to turn that on and turn it off. And we have our light switch over here on this side. Our control panel has buttons for your fresh water, your black water, tanks, your battery as well. We have our slide in and out here, slide 2 in and out. We have a water heater. All right, you'll see this little fault light here. That will let you know that it hasn't fired up yet. If it doesn't go out, that means that your propane bottles are not open. Water pump, only if you're bringing water to the campground with you will you use this. If you leave this on without water in your fresh tank, you will burn that pump out. Please don't do that. Interior switch, as you can see, that turns all the lights off, turns them back on. The only exception to that are going to be the ones under the counters, by the chairs in the back, and by the dinette. This is going to be your exterior light. That's going to be the awning light outside. Alright, so we're here in the bedroom. In this unit we've got a lot of cabinet space up top. These go all the way through from one end to the other. You also have touch lights on each side of the bed for each person. On our wall behind me and on that side there are 2 outlets and 2 USBs for each person. Our window on that side is an emergency exit. This window is going to be an emergency exit window. So you want to take this tab out of here. We'll pull our curtain up. This is tabbed under. And then you want to push this out. It does have a notch on the back of it to keep that window open a little bit wider. But if you get in an emergency situation, grab the red triangle here, pull the screen off, push this out, and get out of here. When you're done, that comes back in, tabs back up underneath, and it's right back down. Looking at the back of the room here, light switch here. We have antenna carryover and power up top, and there's a backer built in the wall here for a TV mount, or you can just set it right up here on top. Got a lot of drawers. Our converter box is down here. I'll come back to that. And then we have some storage here. We have some more storage over here. On both of these cabinets are open. That's about it for in here. Alright, so this is our converter box. This camper is set up to be a 50 amp camper, so our main breaker is going to be here in the middle. All of our breakers are going to be named here as you go down, and then down bottom are going to be your fuses. Fuses are automotive style fuses, and they each have a red light next to them. When that red light comes on, that'll just tell you that your fuse is out and just needs to be replaced. This will snap back into place here, and there is a window here that lets you see that light.